$5 for every million words in, $25 for every million words out. That is the price of Anthropic's brand new model Opus 5. It's the exact same price as Opus 4.8, the model this one replaces. Now look at the other number, $10 in, $50 out. That is Fable 5, Anthropic's other flagship model. It costs exactly double. Same company, you could pick either one and one of them is always going to cost you twice as much. So today I'm walking through what Opus 5 actually is and what Anthropic itself is claiming about it. Then I gave the exact same prompt to both models and I'm going to give you the verdict which one actually did better and the mistakes each one made along the way. By the end of this video, you will know what the extra money buys you and whether it is worth it for the kind of work you actually do. Claude Opus 5 is Anthropic's newest AI model released on July 24th, 2026. Anthropic is the company behind the Claude family of AI models. Opus is their most capable line inside that family. With this release, Opus, Sonnet and Fable are all now on version 5. Only Haiku, their smallest and fastest model, is still on version 4.5. Think of it like a restaurant with two dishes on the menu made in the same kitchen. Opus 5 is the dish that replaced the last month's version at the same price as before. Fable 5 sits right next to it on the menu and it has always cost more. Opus 5 slots in as direct replacement for Opus 4.8, the model Anthropic sold right before this one. Same price tag, $5 in, $25 out, but on paper what you get for that price has changed a lot. Here's what Anthropic's own announcement claims in their own numbers. Anthropic tested it on two of their coding and knowledge work tests, CursorBench and GDPval-AA. Think of these tests like a real job tasks, not simple quiz questions. On both the tests, Opus 5 is now the best model they have measured. It beats everything else out there, including Fable 5. On CursorBench specifically, Opus 5 scores more than double what Opus 4.8 got, and it still comes out ahead of Fable 5 score too. There is another test called OSWorld 2.0. It puts the model in front of a real computer. It has to actually click through real apps and finish a real task, not just answer a question. Opus 5 beats Fable 5's best result on that one too, and it does that by costing just over a third as much. Then there is CursorBench, another coding test, this time inside a real code editor. At max effort, Opus 5 lands within 0.5% of Fable 5's peak score there. And there is ARC-AGI 3. This one is full of brand new problems the model has never seen before, so it cannot just remember an answer, it actually has to reason it way through it. On that, Opus 5 scores 3 times higher than the next best model out there. On paper, the improvements are huge. Fable 5 is more expensive model, but in most of these tests, Opus 5 beats it anyway. And that is not something you would expect from the cheaper option, right? Here's the part that surprised me most. Let's set Fable 5 aside for a moment. Opus 5 is now Anthropic's cheapest frontier model, meaning one of the most advanced models being built anywhere. OpenAI's new GPT 5.6 Soul costs $5 per million input tokens and $30 per million output tokens, which is $5 more than Opus 5. Let's put those claims to our own test now. I ran this exact prompt once on each model, no retries, no edits, one shot each. Here's what came back. I opened both files myself and tried to break them. Fable 5 is missing something the prompt directly asked for. I wanted a button that wipes everything and starts completely fresh. Opus 5 built it right there in the sidebar. Fable 5 never built it at all. That was the first thing I checked. The next test was the bills. Add a bill that repeats every month and set it to the 31st, and this is where they split. Fable 5 gets confused and skips a whole month by accident. Opus 5 handles the exact same bill correctly every time. There is another one just like it, this time using the category filter above the transaction list. Pick just one category and Opus 5 spending chart updates to match, even tagging itself as filtered so you can know what you're actually looking at. Fable 5's chart does not move at all, it keeps showing every category no matter what you filter to. Here is a smaller one about how each app cleans up what you type. Type grocery run, hit tab, then type at Walmart into the label box next to the amount box on both apps and save it. Opus 5 saved entry reads grocery run at Walmart spaced normally. Fable 5 reads grocery run at Walmart. It did not handle the space properly. It deleted the tab character but never put a space back where it was. So run and at just merged into one word. There is one more difference, but I did not find this myself. I had a separate AI read through the actual code behind both apps because some things only show up in how something is built, not in how it behaves on screen. The prompt told both models never to write to the page in a risky way, and Opus 5 stuck to that rule everywhere. Fable 5 broke it 6 times, but every one of those was just for its own icons, not anything you type in. So there is nothing actually unsafe about it. You would never actually catch this one by testing the app yourself. The only way you would find is by reading the code, which is exactly what I had it to. Next, both of them share one mistake. Set up a bill to repeat every month, then close the app and come back weeks later. If that bill comes due while you are away, both apps just add it to your list the moment you reopen the page. You never typed anything for it, the app did it on its own. But neither one lets you undo that with Ctrl-Z. Anything you add yourself you can always undo, but this one you can't. And here is the number that matters the most. This one bill cost about $2.60 on Opus 5 and about $5.30 on Fable 5. That is almost exactly double for two bills that came out this close. So here's where that leaves things. Fable 5 look a little more polished, but Opus 5 followed the rules more strictly. Both of them made one real mistake, the other one avoided. So now open both files yourself and judge which one you would rather use. I'll put the exact HTML files in the description, you can check it. Before you decide, there is one more real cost to think about. $50 per million output tokens adds up fast if you are running Fable 5 for everyday work. So here's the real gap. $5 against 10, $25 against 50, same company, same day, and you could have picked either one. Here's my honest take. Opus 5 is clearly better than Opus 4.8, no question there, but think about using Fable as your everyday model. Burning that many tokens and that much of money every single day. That is not a great choice anymore, not with Opus 5 sitting right next to it. If you are dealing with genuinely ultra complex questions, Fable 5 still has a place, but that is only for planning, and here is the rule I am sticking to. Even Opus 5, I am only using it for planning, not for the actual building work. Save that for a cheaper model. I have left the exact prompts and builds in the description below. You can grab them from there. What do you think? Did you get a chance to try this model? Let me know in the comments, and thanks for watching this video. Subscribe for more AI breakdowns like this. Bye.